We got to get this clear, right? Because we need to know if you're an actual true Christian or if you're just a Christian for TikTok. Like how much of a devoted Christian is 44 Vato really?
He goes to church every Sunday.
Look, I'll say, I mean, I'm not. It's because I don't want to like prove that I'm a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like if I try to prove that I'm a Christian, people are gonna be like, "You're trying to prove yourself." You know?
Yeah.
So what I will say is, like I spread the gospel as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I had an interview right now. I didn't spread the gospel with bro, but eventually I'll talk to bro. He's still like, well, if you guys didn't know, I just interviewed Tommy Guns.
Shout out Tommy Guns.
The future.
Bro is still, you know what I'm saying? He's still in the lifestyle, bro. He's only 20 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So
Well, he still had guns on his name. Maybe
it's
when
like
he
you
drops
talk
it.
to somebody one ear and not the other. So
Well, he's like what, 19 years old, homie?
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, he's on his prime.
He's on his
20,
prime
bro.
for sure.
Bro had a kid at 15, bro.
Whoa, I didn't know he had a kid. Damn.
Papa
Yeah, so he
young.
told me.
Sheesh.
When did you have your first kid?
17. Yeah, my kid is
17?
Yeah. But 15, damn, he's still a kid.
He's still a kid, fool.
Yeah.
Do you
So,
believe-
so you're for sure a devoted Christian, then for sure.
I'm for sure devoted Christian, bro.
Okay.
Devoted Christian, Sunday.
Uh,
I don't read my Bible every single day, bro, but I try to read at least 5 times a day. I mean, 5 times a week. 5 times a week.
do you catch yourself sinning a lot or no? These days?
Because every single Christian is gonna sin, you know what I'm saying?
We're all sinners,
I think for me it's like cussing, bro.
Cousin.
I won't cuss one single time on this podcast.
That's an actual sin?
Yeah, it is.
Because it just says to like be, what is it? Like, I think it's like be, like not foul mouthed.
Oh,
Foul
okay.
mouthed? Yeah,
Like a
just
sailor.
like that, bro. But so that's why I don't cuss, but I don't know. It just like, I don't know.
Compa, what's your intake on porn?
Bro, me personally, bro, I haven't watched porn in years, bro.
But like if someone watching porn, it's like demonic.
Porn?
I
think it is, bro.
right?
Because I think it like enters like.
What's
like,
your
brings
category,
something in.
though?
He said what?
Granny porn?
He probably watches a lot.
Now we had that topic right now before you got here.
Religious porn? Oh, shit.
Now, one thing we were talking about reincarnation or like what happens after death. And like we wanted to get your take on that. Like, what do you think happens after death?
I think that everybody like is always talking about after death, but I think everybody already knows that it's only 2 options, bro. It's heaven or hell.
That's factual.
I believe it's factual. But see, I believe the Bible. You might believe something else.
Oh.
Yeah,
He believes the same Bible. I don't know what you
The
believe.
Quran.
He believes he's a Muslim. So.
Have you heard of the Book of Enoch?
You said what?
The Book of Enoch. Have you heard about that?
I heard about the Book of Enoch, bro.
You think it's true or is it like internet shit?
But it was written by a fool that came 1,300 years, bro, after they wrote the Bible, bro.
See, I didn't know that.
So it's like,
A remix.
yeah, it's like, I think it talks about like aliens, you know?
It's so crazy shit like giants and
Yeah.
fallen angels came and fucked girls and had giants. It's like crazy
Yeah.
shit. And they took it out of the Bible supposedly. So I don't know if it's real or not. I just barely noticed that.
It's because Enoch was one of, I think, Noah's. You know Noah, the one with
Yeah.
the rainbow and like
Yeah.
the thing?
With the ark?
Yeah, with the ark.
Oh, he was one of the
He know,
sons.
he be reading his Bible, bro.
undercover
Church boy,
Christian.
He's an
boy,
undercover
he's a church
Christian,
boy
bro.
for sure. Probably got touched by a priest.
Hey, don't offend me. I'm Christian.
Those are Catholics, fool.
That's
Those are
Catholic
Shit,
stuff.
dog.
You know what I'm saying?
The
But-
Catholics with that gay shit with the priest and all that. shit, no, you know what I mean? I'm being honest though. Like I grew up Catholic,
that.
but you only hear that shit on that shit.
And also, what made you switch? Like, what made you switch? The
That
girls?
shit.
Yeah, that's
no, the
God damn.
touching kids and shit.
Oh, shit.
Dog, come on, dog.
That's a stereotype, though. Not every.
No, well, like 95% of them do it. Right?
We don't know that. We don't know
but-
that.
You
but
don't
look,
hear about it.
but
you don't
like-
hear Christians doing that.
But
The
I hear
Pope, the
Christians
last
are
Pope,
scammers.
that recently passed away, he wasn't on that.
Well, you don't know that. He probably has some undercover.
Well, he got backlash because he was liking like Instagram model pictures on Instagram.
That's crazy.
He goes on his
At
big
least,
kissing
he likes
booth,
women
dog.
though, and it's not
Yeah,
no
that's
fucking
good.
kid.
That's
So I'll
good.
give him that, you know.
Yeah,
But they
that's
can't
fine.
fuck bitches, right?
Huh?
They can't fuck.
I mean, he could probably jack off though, right?
Yeah, see, that's gay.
How's that gay?
You're touching your own dick.
But
A
you're
man
jacking off to a
touching
woman
dick.
though.
Yeah, that's fat. That's lusting,
I think masturbation is gay, bro.
right? A man touching his dick.
Like,
it's a guy
nobody-
touching a dick,
Like,
homie.
bro.
Elaborate.
Elaborate.
Like, cause if a man is really man enough, he's gonna go to the streets or he's gonna go wherever he needs to go. He's gonna find a girl. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? The girl's gonna do it. But
Yeah.
I think masturbation is just like, it's just like low
Vibration.
Not vibration. Low
frequency.
low value.
Low
Like
value.
it's like low
Or
value.
low frequency is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
jacking off is gay.
You know what I'm saying?
Ah.
I think that it's kind of gay, but I don't know, bro.
When was so you haven't jacked off?
Years, bro.
Years.
Probably since I was like 10, bro.
I know for a fact I haven't jacked off this year. That's for a fact.
Bro, it's probably counted amount of times, bro. I've done that.
My boy Wiz jacks off like 3 times a day.
Wiz, damn,
crazy.
put him on blast. Shout out to Wiz.
Seafood is gay. You gotta stop, fool. I just feel it's gay, but honestly, so the Book of Enoch is fake. He was a son of what you say?
He was like the son. They just like used his name, bro, pretty much to get the credibility.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then they just like they took his name and then they just wrote down a whole book, bro. I haven't even read it, bro, to be honest with you. But I did some research on it.
Yeah.
But
You ever heard of it?
You know, I heard of that. The Book of Enoch, yeah.
bro, there's a lot of like books though. Like, and you know what? There's a lot of stuff that the Vatican is hiding too, bro. But I don't think it's books from the Bible that they don't want people to see. I think it's like a bunch of bad stuff.
Like knowledge, or what are we talking about?
Nah, like CP. You know what CP is?
No.
No.
Like child.
Oh, you're talking about hell no. That's in the Catholic community, or?
That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Oh man.
No, I'm saying the Catholic community, like the Vatican. The Vatican.
Oh, the
Vatican.
The Vatican.
Jesus Christ, we love you, God.
Well,
Like,
not to
like
go into-
Catholics, I don't want to this
No,
Catholics.
yeah,
It's
you
just
know, shout out to all the
you know what I'm
Catholics.
saying? Yeah, bro.
Nah, I feel like there is some sort of like beef between you and like other religions. Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real.
Like you ain't like, let's keep it 100. Like
Nah,
you ain't
let's keep
fucking
it
with
100.
Catholics. Like
Who had the
I
better
do.
parties?
I like with
Catholics or
Catholics.
Christians?
parties.
Yeah.
Well, the Christians keep it real respectfully,
They
right?
fake the funk.
They let's respect. Look, bro, family's Christian, respect, but let's keep it 100. Most fools say they're Christian so they could get away with like certain shit,
I
like
don't
with
want to get
slavery.
no more. I'm gonna go Christian.
Remember when the slaves were like, when they brought black people, they were like, "Oh, now we're doing it in the name of God." Like,
Hold on. Hold
whoa.
on. We gotta
Whoa.
we gotta
Hold on.
we gotta rephrase something. Black people were the first people to enslave black people, bro.
is that facts?
That is 100% facts.
All facts.
100% facts.
Mm.
Watch, if you do your research, bro, the first slave owners were black people.
What?
Go on, do your research, bro.
I heard
And then they sold them.
heard some
They
stories
sold the slaves to the Europeans, bro.
Yeah.
We've been lied to, dog.
Okay, what do you got to say to
That's
people
crazy.
who were like, "Nah, well, they only did it because they were being paid by the white people, and that's a form of systemic racism." What do you got to say to that?
Rephrase that.
Like the
Break
black,
it down.
the black people who were enslaving black people, they were like getting paid by the people out here, the British, right?
Yeah.
For like they were paying the black fools to like enslave the
yeah.
people in their country. So and then they'd pay them off. Like, here's the money, give us the slaves. So what do you gotta say to people like, nah, the black fools, they were only doing that because the white people were giving their money, and that's a form of systemic racism because in their country they don't have resources. Wooty wooty woo. What do you gotta say to that?
Nah, I mean it's true. I mean, I do agree like with like why people do stuff. I just think it's just due to greed, bro. That's all it's due to.
Which is the root of all evil, right?
Yeah. I was kind of like mad to find out, bro, that that the Spaniards, you know how they say that the Spaniards colonized the Aztecs?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know, bro, but the Aztecs actually colonized somebody else.
Oh, like other
So-
tribes.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it's like whenever somebody say, "Oh, I hate that I got colonizer blood," it's like, bro, you have 100% colonizer blood because it wasn't just the Spaniards; it was also the Aztecs too.
Yep.
That's what a lot of people don't really know,
That's
bro.
true.
You feel like people don't give a fuck about the Aztecs colonizing other tribes because they were of the same race, and they want to
Well-
point the finger. Oh, it was the white people.
Yeah. What do you fools think?
Do you embrace your Spanish blood?
I got to, bro, because I don't hate
Facts.
myself.
Ooh, okay.
Because I don't hate
Okay.
myself,
Yeah, of course.
bro.
I'm
Like,
the same way.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't. I don't have any self hatred, bro. So how could I ever? Why would I hate my Spaniard blood? But I rock with the other side more.
Yeah, you still
You know what I'm
acknowledge it, right?
Yeah, you still acknowledge it.
Yeah, like
Well, yeah, because the other side is what.
I rock with the Mexican side because the Spaniards, the way that I had Spaniard blood, it probably came through like rape. You know what I'm saying? All sorts of bad stuff.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but the
That's how I see
culture, yeah, But you identify more with with the indigenous, 'cause that's where the culture comes from.
Nah, I identify more with the Spaniards. Nah. Hell no. He's gonna clip that right whenever I say Spaniard. Boom. You know what I mean? All right, he's good
Always
at
in the
those.
word, dog.
He's good, dog.
He's good.